Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode on the Motley Crafts server. My name is John Megacycle and I will be your host. Today we're not going to be working too much with the other Motley Crafters. I am alone on the server. Um, what I wanted to talk with you guys about is a concept that's been interesting to me and to many others in the Reddit community and elsewhere. The idea of becoming bored with a game or with Minecraft. When someone becomes really bored with a game, I don't really so much think it's being bored with the game. I think it's being bored with the habits you form while playing the game. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, right now, here's a good example. I'm harvesting up my sugar for paper. When I first built this thing, I was in here maybe 2 to 3 to 5 times a session. I was in here getting all the sugar I could, get it ready for trade, so that way I can get my Emerald Empire going and really get some cool gear. Now, that's all fine and good, but the problem is it really arises when you do this far too often. When you do this several times a session, or several times when you sit down to play the game, you get kind of a rut. You get kind of a pattern building. And then the problem is that pattern turns less into fun and more into just chores. You're just kind of doing this just to do it. You know what I'm saying? The same thing goes with harvesting anything, not just sugar. Wheat farms can be problematic considering everyone complains about how much replanting sucks. I agree, it does suck. But that's just one of the costs to get the product that you're looking for wheat. But still to point, building that pattern and building that chore habit, I guess is what I'm going to call it, really does take the fun out of the game. When playing a game, I think people expect a lot more of an immediate gratification sort of a thing. You kind of want that reward pretty quickly, which is good. I mean, you want to be rewarded for the things you're doing and the tasks you're performing. But with a game that takes a little more time to get those goals, it can just get boring. Now, having done paper several times over and filling this chest over and over and over again to get emeralds has become a bit of a drag. But what you can do, there's a couple things that you can do. What I do personally is a few things to really keep it fresh, I guess for me is how I want to phrase it. Oh man, look at that. That stuff just grows like crazy. So one of the things that I do to really keep the monotony down is mining. Organic fresh mining. Trying to get the spoils straight from the earth. Ooh, that was close. Even though everyone here on the server especially is to a point where trading is very obvious, and we have resources, we have just about everything we need from just trading. There's almost no reason to ever go into a mine, but what I find, oh, look at that iron. What I find is I still have a lot of fun just getting resources organically, even though I could easily trade for that new diamond pick I want, and then turn around and have it enchanted with whatever priest I have available. It's a lot of fun just to find the resources fresh out of the ground. It still has that level of mystique and mystery. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how often you're going to get it. You don't know when you're going to get it. It's still kind of rewarding. I feel. So the way I do this, let me clean this up a little bit so it's a little more obvious. The way I do it is I cut it in 2 square chunks like this. Straight down, and then over, and then straight down again with 2 in between. Now, I think this is called branch mining, but I'm not too sure on the terminology. But what this really allows is, as you're cutting in the second square, you can see both sides. You can see both sides of what you're digging into, so you don't have to worry about these. Now, if you cut 3 wide like this, you don't know what's in the middle. So there could be some valuable resources that you're missing. Let me get this cleaned up here a little bit. Look at that redstone. Now, if the redstone was in the center here, I would have never known about it. But we're going to patch this back up. Open this. This allows for the maximum amount of harvesting area, or at least the maximum amount of visibility for the least amount of mining area. So we're just going to pluck this right out. Little redstone. I definitely need some redstone. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what I'd recommend is grab a pick. It doesn't matter if it's your best pick with silk touch on it or just some piece of crap that you're just trying to get rid of. Just make an afternoon out of it. Make some time for yourself. Just go mining. It's almost a therapeutic thing. You don't know what you're ever going to get. You can't really expect anything, and you're going to be rewarded eventually. I mean, it's the nice thing about it is I haven't had any games where it's been absolutely nothing. There might have been a bunch of stuff I didn't want, but at least there's something. That redstone right there was a really nice touch. Um, so aside from actual mining, considering the game is called Minecraft, there's a few other things that I do, and I'm going to finish up this area here, and I will get back with you guys in just a sec. Another thing I recommend doing is trying a new project altogether. Aside from mining, and this could help with mining considering I did knock out all this crap to get this set up, is try a new project. It doesn't have to be automatic or super efficient or even 100% reliable, but just opening up your mind and trying out something new really helps the creativity and keeps the game fresh. This is a little slime farm that I tried to build. No automatic kill mechanism, nothing fancy. The slimes spawn around here. They get in the water. Mama slimes are 4x4, I believe, so I had to make these 4 wide, 3 wide? 3 wide, I can count. 3 wide. Yeah. Okay. Mama slimes are 3x3 or something, so I had to open this up. And this was, again, a really simple project. Hoppers are down there. There's a chest right under here, and we'll go check that out in a second, but this works out real nice. Slime spawn, they get into the water, and all I have to do is arrow them. And I've got more than enough slime balls, so I certainly am not hurting for it. There we go. Some stone, 15 slime balls. Piece of cake. So a little project, something like this, can really help too. And also, don't be discouraged on how other people might have systems that are more automatic or more efficient or whatever. One of the fun things about Minecraft is when you create a machine, even if you copy someone's template, it's your machine. You add your simple twists to it, you add a little more logic or a little less complexity, or you add another feature, and that's what really makes the game shine. That's what makes the game worth playing is, yeah, anyone could go on YouTube and copy someone else's machine, but if you add a couple of pieces of your own to it, that's really what makes it worthwhile. So I'd really recommend it, even if you wanted to just see, oh, someone did something. Like I copied Etho's farming machine a while ago, and that was pretty cool. And actually, Master Rat came up with some pretty good ideas based off of it. So that was really worthwhile to get that going. So I was pretty happy with how that turned out. So there's my spoils from our mining expedition a little bit ago. And we're going to head out to some other structures that I've been working on outside of our realm, and I'll see what you guys think. So I'll be back in just a sec. Gotta get some loot. The next two things that I would recommend to try to get out of the game rut would be exploration and simple construction. Now, by simple construction, I don't mean a cathedral. I don't mean anything super fancy. I literally mean simple construction. For our exploration, I believe we're going south. We are going south. The neat thing about an ocean or traveling, if you want to keep it simply, is you don't even need a map. Just stick to the cardinal directions, and you'll be able to make it back home safely. So all we've got to do is we've got to travel north, and I know I got plenty of torches to show me the way back. And once this chunk loads, there we go, that's better. Server must have had a bit of a hiccup. Exploration, first of all, finding new area. Come on, server. There, oh god. Oh, that was dramatic. So that jumped on me. I was hoping I had a little more time. So one of the things I've been doing is I've been just traveling in the cardinal direction. So this is south. I've created a very simple, very simple safe house courtesy of the Megacycle Transit Authority. I thought that was kind of cute. I left a small sign, how to reach north, south, east, west, how to get back to headquarters. I kind of want to stay away from coordinates. Coordinates are very helpful, but they kind of kill the fun for me. If this were a little more of a real situation, you wouldn't have coordinates. You'd have maps and you'd have compasses. So travel north, I think, it feels more organic than anything else. So very simple. Crafting table, bench, furnace. Not a whole lot of resources here. Just some torches so you can see and you can easily identify one. And this just gives, this gives kind of a nice feel that if I ever needed a base away from my base, I have something. And I've also created another one to the south and another one to the east. So no matter what, if I could find one of these places, I at least won't be lost. I don't think I'll need resources, but the point in which is I don't want to be lost, so that's why I have that. And that's what I mean by simple construction, is trying a new take on something old. Now granted, everyone wants a huge base, everyone wants a huge headquarters, and there's another one. Everyone wants the most massive, epic thing you can think of, be it something like a cathedral or rebuilding a world wonder or something like that. But those can be daunting, amazingly daunting projects. They require a lot of resources, a lot of time, and here we go, courtesy of Megacycle Transit Authority, another safe house. So real simple stuff, but as I was trying to say, those large projects can always take a lot of time and a lot of energy. And the important thing is that you feel good about your project. I would easily stress that you shouldn't ever build something just to one-up somebody, because that can also take a lot of fun out of the game, because then you turn into a bit of an arms race, I guess, without it really being an arms race. But be simple. Simple projects can help out a lot with the monotony, and then rethinking stuff out of the box, try to take a look at the same project you've looked at before, but just in a different light. Holy squids! Don't hit my boat. Whew. So, I'll be back in just a sec, and we'll review other tips. In addition to expanding in my own world, I also like to start up new game modes, or new game worlds. One of the things I've been experimenting with quite often is the Superflat. If you haven't given this one a try, I highly recommend it. What I like to play on is Overworld, and then what I like to do is take out Mineshaft, Dungeon, and I think that's it. Now if you're not familiar with this, what this allows you to do is it allows you to build your own world on I guess certain parameters. These might not make any sense at all. These ones with words probably do. But what you can do is you can customize your own area, your own world. And this allows you to just start from scratch. Now, what's the difference between Superflat and a normal world that's created? Well, I guess I'll show you right now. A Superflat is exactly like it sounds. But it builds based on whatever you want in it. And here it is. There's a stronghold. Any villages anywhere? Is that a village? That's a village, hot damn. A Superflat allows and provides a lot of extra challenges as opposed to oh crap. No. No. Yeah, speaking of challenges, the whole world going up in flames is a good start. Yeah, this is the problem with lava lakes. Just a second. Oh god, the whole world's on fire. Get out. Yeah, that can happen upon world generation. We good? We good? Fantastic. As I was saying, Superflat provides a lot of challenges that aren't normally present in a normally generated world. What do I mean by that? Do you see any trees? No? I didn't think so. That allows for a real challenge, considering you're going to absolutely need these villages, not only for trading, but this wood right here, absolutely invaluable to get you started. This structure right here, also a blacksmith, some food and some armor. That's not terrible. It's not great. I really needed a sapling to get started. Let's see if there's another blacksmith around here. I've only ever twice had 2 blacksmiths generate in a village, so chances are not the best, but we can hope. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay. With this sort of a game mode, you do have some options when you start off. You can either hang around here with the villagers and attempt to protect them when it's nighttime, or you can just go off on your own and start from scratch. Either way, one of the real benefits of this game mode is you can build any machine you want, and there's tons of room, there's tons of space. Think of it like a creative world, if you've ever created one of those, and just survival it. But at least there's resources here and villages and everything. So this really gives a nice idea of a struggle that wouldn't normally be present, considering you'd always have trees, you'd always have animals, you'd always have a lot of resources, but you just don't this go around. Especially torches are going to be an absolute priority this early in the game. It adds to a nice bit of work here. So I'm going to play this for just a few seconds here, and I'll get back to you guys on another couple more tricks we can do to work through your Minecraft boredom. One more thing that I do whenever I need a quick break is I'll create a creative world. And what this really allows me to do is allows me to work on any machines, any tools, anything that I really wanted to. And really get to explore a world if I don't really, if there's a new thing that comes out and I just want to see what it is organically and I want to see it in its natural habitat, I could easily just pop into a creative world and check out what it's all about, stuff like that. And especially with the search feature, if you're not familiar with this is the inventory tab. The searchables allows you to quickly find items, and since it's in creative mode, you can do whatever you want. You can mess with everything. It gives you free reign of all the resources in Minecraft and allows you to really get a good feel of how the game operates. So this is also a nice way to really break up some monotony. When I'm not doing that, I actually already have a creative world, and this is where I've built many of my little machines. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is my master control switch, which is where I prototyped it. There's a lot of little things that I work on here. My melon farm insignia and the melon farm with it. There's a village right here if I want to work on trades or test out anything. And then a few other machines I was working on. So this gives you a good opportunity to kick around any sort of resource development or any machines you want to work on. Here's a villager breeding machine I was working on. Wasn't all too successful, but kind of worked. Yeah, these guys glitch through like crazy still. But then chicken machine, I tried to work on that. And actually this is a mob elevator I was working on. So creative mode also gives you a really nice touch if you want to just work on machines without the resource cost. One of the last things I can easily recommend to try to break up the boredom is try to reimagine a room you've already got in your house or your base. Just try to break it up a bit. And if you guys remember how this one was originally, I had the chute on the right side for the mob grinder way up north on top of my base. And these beds were a little bit more crumpled together. So what I've been working on is trying to just reimagine this room a little bit. Haven't gotten all too far, but just trying to revision a current living space can help as well. One of the things since my addition is I've been adding all this extra room and all these extra floors to my fort, but I haven't done anything with them yet. So pretty soon here, whenever I get bored of what I'm already doing, I'll just try to start filling in this space with stuff, and then just see what speaks to me, see what looks good aesthetically, see what works good on a function level, and then just really start to break it down. The same thing goes, I've been adding on a second basement. So, as you guys are familiar, here's my warehouse. Down below here, Legion of Puppies, down below here is going to be another floor where I'm going to do mostly machine work. I want to keep the surface area clean, so I've been doing a lot of clean out down here. So again, I've taken my own advice and done mining, just crazy whenever I'm bored, and just need something to do to kill the monotony a bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it can help some of my brothers and sisters out there playing Minecraft try to get a little more fun out of the game. Hope you don't get too bored for too long. Another suggestion I have, you could always just go play a different game entirely, and then come back to this one. Strategy games are my favorite, and whenever I need a bit of a break, I go play some Command & Conquer, some StarCraft, something similar like that, and then I come back and I'm itching to play again. So, thanks a bunch for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to clean up my sugar here, and I got some serious trading to do, so I will catch you later.